Well, hello all my yoga friends. Welcome to Got Yoga. I'm Chris Scott, and in today's video, yoga to prepare for meditation, we're focusing on shoulder and hip mobility. So this video for you is if you're looking to improve your meditation game, or you're just seeking some postures for daily shoulder and hip maintenance, because when you're sitting in a reflective seat, you don't want to be focusing on having to sit up tall, thinking about, I want to move my legs. You want to have nice, relaxed, spacious, open shoulders and relatively open hips so that you can sit comfortably and get into the nitty-gritty of your meditation practice. Think about more important things. Really focus on your breath, all that jazz. So we are going to do that today. Before we get started, take a moment, subscribe to my channel. You know you want to. And you're going to need 2 blocks for today's practice. So go grab those and meet me on the mat. We're going to start in extended child's pose. So bring your knees wide on your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Sit your seat back towards your heels. Draw your chest down towards the floor. Stretch your arms out in front of you. And relax your head on your mat. Letting the forehead wrinkle towards the nose. Close your eyes. And just begin to notice your breath. Taking these moments here in the beginning to really enter our bodies, enter our practice, and tune in. Beginning to lengthen every inhalation and every exhalation. Letting the belly drop between the thighs on every inhale. And contract on every exhale. Noticing any tension in your face. Releasing that. One more deep inhale. Same long, even exhale. And slowly sit yourself up. Join your knees together, sitting back on your heels. If this is uncomfortable, you can bring a block underneath your sit bones. Grab another block and bring it between your hands, squeezing the block between your knuckles, and reach the block away, reaching through your ring fingers, squeezing your pinkies into the block. And then you're going to draw your shoulders back and broaden your clavicle. So you're going to reach the block away and then draw it towards you. Reach, draw it back. So we're doing a little shoulder flossing. Your body shouldn't be moving, just your arms and your shoulders. We're trying to fire up the muscles before we stretch them. On your next inhale, reach the block away and start to hover it up above you. Come to about 60 degrees. Keep reaching through your ring fingers, squeezing into your pinkies, and then bring it above you so the arms are in line with the ears. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Keep reaching that block up, squeezing your palms into the block, and then lower the block down. Woo. Back in front of you, press the block away, draw it back towards you, floss the shoulders a few more times here. Is anything burning yet? I hope so. And release your block. Whew, stay there. Broaden your chest, reach your hands back behind you, and grab your left arm with your right hand. So, like so. If this isn't an option, you can try to grab your shirt if you're wearing it, or wrap a strap around the straight arm and grab the strap instead. Another option is to grab the wrist and draw the left hand away with the right hand. So draw the left wrist away with the right hand. Draw your chin down, whatever variation you're doing, and then draw your head over to the right. So right shoulder to right ear. Notice where the tension is on this side. This is a great one for daily shoulder and neck maintenance. Roll your chin back to your chest to center. Release and switch. So the left arm is now grabbing the right elbow crease. Draw your chin down, keep the chest broad. You don't want any of this happening. So however you need to grab, and then roll your head over to the left. Notice if this side has more or less tension than the other side of the neck. Roll your chin back towards your chest, head at center. Slowly lift your gaze. Now grab both of your blocks, coming towards the front of your mat. Plant the blocks down. We're going to use them in a sec. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let's do a couple of stretchy cat, angry cats. Inhale as you lift your sit bones. Exhale as you lengthen your tailbone towards the ground. Inhale, heart forward, belly drops. Exhale, upper back rounds. Inhale, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, protract the shoulders. One more. Inhale. Heart forward. Exhale. Round. Inhale back to a neutral tabletop position. Grab your blocks. Bring them shoulder distance. If you have pretty tight shoulders, maybe go for the lowest setting. I'm going to go middle setting. Blocks are shoulder distance. Bring your elbow tips onto the blocks. Join your palms together. Press, press, press your knuckles together. Keep pressing as you lower your chest down towards the ground for this kind of puppy pose variation. Letting the forehead rest on the ground. If this is too intense for you, go for balasana legs. So walk the knees forward and drape the torso over the legs. Either way, resting the forehead, pressing the palms together, letting that chest hang through your arms. One more breath here. Push into your elbows, lift yourself up. Move your blocks out of the way for now. Plant the hands down out in front of you. Tuck the toes and press back into your first downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder distance. Weight is going into the heels as you lift the hips high. Soften the ribs. Firm the forearms together. Keep pressing into your hands. You can pedal the feet a little bit if you want. Lift the right leg up, bend the right knee, and open the hips up to the right. Try to find equal weight in both of your hands as you draw your right knee and your right heel back behind you. Exhale, pull the knee into the chest. Bring the right foot close to the hands. And inhale as you draw the shoulders back. Draw the heart forward. Reach that left heel into an imaginary wall. Lower the left knee down. Inhale. Join the palms together. Up. And exhale. Hands at heart center. Scrape your right heel towards you. And then sink your hips a little bit once those outer hips are engaged. Inhale. One more time. Palms come to touch at the top. Exhale, hands at heart center. Plant the palms. Either go through a vinyasa or just come back to downward facing dog. Reach the left leg up into the air. Bend the left knee. Draw the left knee and the left heel away from you as you open the hips up to the left. Find that equal weight in both your hands. Root the right heel down towards the ground. Inhale. As you exhale, draw the knee into the chest. Bring the left foot close to the hands. Inhale, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, lower the knee. Root through the left foot. Inhale, palms come up to touch. Exhale, hands at heart center. Scrape that left heel towards you, and then maybe you sink your hips a little bit more. Inhale, reach up, maybe you gaze up. Exhale, join the palms. Plant your hands down, bring your left foot back, and come into a high plank. Draw that navel up, reach your heels away from you, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels, and then lower your knees down. Great. Grab a block, squeeze the block between your hands so the block is wide here. Have your elbows shoulder distance. As you squeeze the block, press your forearms into the mat, bend your knees, and lift your hips high. So now we're doing a dolphin pose variation here, squeezing the block. We're getting a stretch in our lats. And you can always walk your feet more forward if you'd like. Just try to find that length in your torso like you do in downward facing dog. Lower your hips as you bring your shoulders underneath your elbows and your hips in line with your shoulders. So we're kind of in a forearm plank here now. And then go ahead and lower the hips down, lower the thighs down, plant the palms, draw the heart forward for Sphinx pose. Move your block out of the way. Oh, rest your chest down and just come into a T shape. Stay there. I'm just moving to show you. So cactus your left arm. Your legs are straight. My legs are bent because I'm running into the wall. Make it like a goal post here. 90-degree angle. Elbows in line with the shoulder, hands in line with the elbow. That's if you have pretty tight shoulders. If you have a little more open, you can just straighten the arm so the hand and the wrist are in line with the shoulder. And then you're going to gaze to the right. Press into your right hand as you open the body up to the right. And your top leg will naturally plant down somewhere. Maybe it's in front of you. Maybe it's behind you. We're getting a stretch on the front side of the shoulders now. And just open the body up as much as is comfortable. If your head's uncomfortable, you can bring a block underneath your head. Close the body off, roll back to center. Same thing, cactus the right arm this time, or hand in line with shoulder with the arm straight. Turn the gaze over to the left, press into the left hand, open the body up to the left. That top leg, the foot will naturally plant down somewhere. Just relax your head. Or bring that head on a block, like I said. Roll back to center. Bring your hands underneath your mid-ribs. Tuck your toes. Engage the top of your thighs. Draw the navel up. Press into your hands. Come into a high plank. And then lower the knees down. Sit the hips back. Again, we're sitting on our heels. If you want a block between your sit bones, that's fine as well. Plant your hands down behind you, fingertips pointed forward. And plant your left foot down out in front of you. Press into your right shin, press into your left foot, Lift your hips. You can leave your head here or relax your head back. We're simultaneously opening the shoulders and getting a nice stretch on the top of our right thigh. Lower the hips down. Bring the weight forward. Walk the hands forward. Coming onto that left foot, press your right heel away as you broaden your chest, draw your shoulders back for a standing split here. Exhale, fold towards that standing leg. Keep a little bend in the standing leg. And then we're going to come into Ardha Matsyendrasana from here. So bring your right knee behind your left ankle. Sit the hips down. Look at that. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Take your thumb, your left hip crease, and ground that left hip crease down. Inhale as you lengthen up, bringing the head over the heart. Exhale as you grab that left knee with your right arm. Let your gaze just go naturally with your chest, but try to open that left shoulder back behind you. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to really hug that knee closer to your body. Exhale to untwist. Now we're going to do something funky. Stay where you are. Bring the weight forward onto that left foot. And then plant your right foot down, coming into a funny squat here. And if you can, with the knees and the toes pointed in the same direction, sink your hips down for a yogi squat. If not, just staying up high like this is fine. Then we're going to lower our left knee down, sit our hips back, point towards the front or the back of your mat again. Fingertips behind you, that right foot's planted in front of you. Lift the hips, press the left shin into the floor, press the left foot into the floor, relax the head. Take a breath here. Lower the hips down, bringing the body weight forward, stepping onto that right foot. Press the left heel into the air. Lengthen the torso, drawing the heart forward, shoulders back. And exhale as you draw your torso closer to your legs. Exhale, bending that left knee behind your right ankle, sitting back on your sit bones, bringing your right thumb to your right hip crease now. I'm going to turn around. So you're grounding that right hip crease down towards the floor. Inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to hug that right knee with your left arm. Starting to open the chest up to the right. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Hug, hug, hug that knee towards you. And then release, untwist. Beautiful. Now bring yourself wide on your mat, sideways. Plant your feet down so they're about shoulder distance, maybe a little wider. Toes pointed forward. And if you can't stay upright like this without using your hands, keeping that long spine, then bring your hands back behind you. I'm gonna find a little hip mobility now. This is a great one to do daily. Draw your knees over to the left. So you have like little 90-degree angles with your legs here. Then come back to center, draw your knees over to the right. Come back to center, draw your knees over to the left. Center, right. Center, left. And you'll notice you start to scoot forward. That's okay. No worries. We'll get back to our mat eventually. Center, left. Center, right. Center, left. Center, right. This time, center, left. See if you can press in to that left shin and that right knee and lift yourself up. and then lower back down. Come back to center, over to the other side. Bring the weight forward, press into that left knee, and then lower yourself back down. Come back to center, and scoot yourself back onto your mat. Now cross your shins and have your shins parallel with the front of your mat, whatever side of your mat you're facing right now. Have your feet closer to your knees than to one another. So not this, but this. Press your hands into the earth and inhale as you lengthen up, lengthening through your crown of your head. Exhale. Start to draw the chest forward over the legs, walking the hands forward. Try to keep the back body long as you continue to slowly find a comfortable stopping point. Draw the thighs energetically down towards the floor. And then once you've found a good place to stop, then you can let the head relax, the upper body relax, and just hang out here. If this isn't doing anything for you, then another option is Agni Stamba, with the shins on top of one another, the ankle on top of the knee. And then you would do the other side as well. But this does it for me. Close your eyes. Relax your face. Really loosen your brow. Inhale to slowly sit yourself back up. And now you're ready. You can get your meditation on. You should feel ready and relaxed to just sit there and solve the world's problems. Maybe you just want to solve your own problems. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram at Yogi Van Ween. Bye, everybody. If your head is uncomfortable, you can bring a block. Excuse me. Excuse me, Phoebe. You stop. You want your rest.